Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumbles. Today, I'm here to bring you guys another game review. Now, first off, I do apologize if the sound or the video is a little weird looking. Still working on the new setup. It's a work in progress. It will get better as the weeks goes on. But today, I need to bring you guys another game review. Now, the game that we're reviewing today is AirHeart. Now, AirHeart is available for multiple systems, including Steam, PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. But we will be reviewing this today on the PlayStation 4, and this game costs $17.99 on the PlayStation 4 Marketplace. Now, what the heck is AirHeart? Basically, this is a flying game, a twin-stick shooter that asks you to take control of a young lady who is trying to make it big in this sky city. Now, how does she do that? She sky fishes. Yes, there's fishes flying around in the sky that she collects. But it's not that simple. Along the way, there are also pirates that will attack her, as well as other things that will get in her way and try to make it difficult on our young hero, our young heroine, and make it difficult for her to actually get to her goal. Before we get into any more about this, let's talk about the graphics, the soundtrack, and the controls. First off, the graphics. The graphics in this game are very well done. They're very pretty. As you go from level to level, you will see the difference between levels, and they do a really good job of creating different atmospheres while still making it a layered approach. So what do I mean by a layered approach? Basically, one dungeon level is on top of another dungeon level, which is on top of another dungeon level, if you can call them dungeon levels. But that's basically what I mean by a layered approach. They do a great job of still providing the player with different viewing experiences that are very pleasing to the eye. Now, soundtrack-wise, this game doesn't have the greatest soundtrack in the world. I'm not going to pull any punches here and say it has, oh, it's soundtrack great. It's just an okay soundtrack. The appeal of this game is not its soundtrack, though. It is the gameplay itself. So I'm okay with giving them a pass on this one. Control-wise, this is a twin-stick shooter, so you can expect really well-done, tight controls. However, being that it is a twin-stick shooter, that means that one stick will be used for movement of your plane, the other stick will be used for movement of your gun, and then you have your buttons for shooting. All work very well, all very simplistic, easy to use. Let's talk about the gameplay now. The gameplay in AirHeart is rather simplistic. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if any of you out there have ever played one of those games where basically you have to die and then in order to progress in the game. So basically, you build something up, you get so far, you run out of gas, then you use the money that you gained from that to upgrade your thing. That's kind of what AirHeart is. Basically, it asks you to find parts, junk, all that other stuff, get as far as you can without dying, and then come back, upgrade your plane, go farther. Come back, upgrade your plane, go farther. Come back, upgrade your plane, go farther. That's basically what this game asks you to do over and over and over again. Now, you have various different weapons in this game, but your mainstay weapon is going to be your harpoon. Harpoon can be used for a lot of different things, and it's really cool to be able to just harpoon a fish that's running from you, or harpoon an enemy, and then be able to take them out of the sky using your harpoon. Very cool aspect of this game. There's a lot of different upgrades that you can apply to your plane as you progress through this game. You can build a wholly unique plane, and it's a really cool thing to have this unique plane and to try out all these different weapons, and that just makes the game a lot of fun. So you do get to build up your plane, you do get to try different things, you do get to do different things, all very cool. Now, one last thing I did want to talk about in gameplay-wise is, do you remember that I mentioned in the graphical section that there was a layered approach to this game? There's a reason why I mentioned that. If you are unfortunate enough to be shot down by an enemy, then your plane will go careening through the previous levels that you have completed. Now, you're going to have to avoid obstacles that are coming at you, but if you are not able to land in your hang strip, then you will die and it will be game over and you have to start over from the beginning. So it's a really cool thing that they allow you, that they make you, kind of force you to go back through those levels in a different kind of dimension. So you're going back down through them and you're looking down at them, and then you have to avoid things. That's a really cool aspect of the gameplay of this game. Now, last thing I want to talk about today is the cons. Now, the main con in this game is simply this. This game, it gets repetitive. You can expect the same thing kind of over and over and over and over and over and over. So what do I mean by this? Well, basically, if you get shot down and go back to the hangar and then you have to come out through more levels, you know, gotta go through level 1, gotta go through level 2, gotta go through... Nothing moves. It's the same layout over and over again. So if they had things move around, you know, kind of give you a different experience each time, then I'd be like, okay, that's kind of cool. But unfortunately, it's kind of repetitive because the levels stay the same no matter how many times you go through them. So I do wish that they had made the levels just change a little bit as you went back through them. So it is rather repetitive. The final con of this game is this game is hard. This is a hard game. You can expect it to basically kick your butt in the beginning. And until you get a really upgraded plane and figure out what you're doing and learn how to do it, it's a tough haul to get through this game. So those are my two cons. Now all that's really left to ask is, what is this game going to get on our Mumbles review? This is a really unique game. I do really like it, but it does have some issues. $17.99 is not a cheap price for a game like this, and it does get rather repetitive. So I had to take all this into account, put it all together, mix it into a ball, and figure out what the heck I was going to give this thing on my Mumbles review. And the score that I'm going to give AirHeart today is a 6 out of 10. I just got to give it a 6 out of 10 because it's nothing we haven't seen before. We've seen twin stick shooters like this before. We've seen games do all this fancy kind of, oh, go as far as you can, die, and then respawn. Go as far as you can, die, and then... We've seen that. We've seen that multiple times. So there's nothing really new here. The fishing aspect is really cool, but it's not enough to make a game from. So 6 out of 10, still a great game. I definitely recommend that you check it out if you like twin stick shooters because it is a fantastic game. And yeah, guys, this has been my review of AirHeart. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, and smack all those buttons. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.